Another tall test for this ever-improving West Coast Eagles squad of 2015. They travel to Melbourne and knock off the Magpies for the first time since 2003, and they're setting themselves for a big end of the season, challenging for that top 4 position. Welcome to Eagle Review, Ben Roberts. Geez, it wasn't without some scares though. Almost throwing away the game with inaccuracy towards goal. Yeah, a little bit nervous at times there when I thought, geez, if Collingwood just kick a couple here, they could get their tails up and pinch this one. But to the boys' credit, they kept fighting. Tougher for longer again. Got them at the end of the game there and ran away with a 31-point win. Bad news coming out of the game, however. Jeremy McGovern subbed out in the third quarter. Hamstring injury. We all know that about our defensive stocks. We've talked about it all year. But what does this now do for the makeup of the side? Well, it depends if you want to play. I mean, look at guys like Shepherd and Wellingham that have been playing, and Hearn have been playing tall all year. So Butler hopefully will be available. So do you just bring him in and say, mate, play on someone 14 foot taller than yourself? Tommy Barrass has been playing good form in footy in the waffle as well. So he could debut. You never know. Long way to go for this week though. But he's pushing it, I reckon. Gutsy effort from Scott Selwood playing on. Obviously got a heavy knock in the lower leg. Playing through the game, which was excellent. And Xavier Ellis and Josh Hill, obviously a bit, sore during the game, played on. Yeah, a couple of sore boys, but geez, you know what? They're all tough, and they all toughed it out and kept playing. So Ellis with an elbow, Hill with a shoulder, big knock. We'll touch on that later. But they're a little bit sore, but I think they'll be okay. Special mention to Andrew Gaff. He looked like a drowned rat at the end of the game in the Gatorade shower, but he's notched up 100 games, and didn't he do it in style as well? He's had 34 touches, 4 inside 50s. Great numbers all year round, and kudos to him from each of the milestones. Absolutely. 28 uncontested possessions, and that is off the back of ultra hard running. I watched him for about a 10-minute period there, just him for about 10 minutes, and geez, he covers the turf. He runs hard up and down and sideways, and he goes everywhere. I'm glad I'm not playing on him. Good numbers all around the midfield. Pritter, 29, 8 clearances, 6 inside 50s and 13 score involvements. Marston, 29, Rosa, 24. Jamie Cripps and Mark Lacroix, special mention to them. They were setting the forward line alight with their use of the ball and their accuracy towards goal as well in a time that we were struggling to find it. Their running capacity is unbelievable. I was talking to Matt Prittis before the game on the bus, and he was saying that it's hard for opponents to keep up with them because they're so fit and they can get up to the contest, provide a spark, a bit of help there, but then they can just push toward goal. And guys, at the end of the game, they just can't keep up with them. So their hard running, their work rate is number 1. 19 pressure acts from Jamie Cripps, if you don't mind, putting some great pressure on. What about Sinclair and Natanui? Found their game to be very good. Sinclair, a bit of a breakout. We said that a few times this year. 15 touches, 10 marks and 11 hit-outs. It's a tough ruck combo, the Witts-Grundy one, because they do run and have great tap work as well. Did I know about his journeyman comment from Dermot Brereton? How many clubs you got to play to be a journeyman? I think I'm very serious about this. I think you've got to have at least played for 3 clubs to be a journeyman, at least, and you've got to be over 30 years of age. So, very poor use of the term, Dermot. Tough miss on the siren, though, but it was contagious. I actually, when he was lining up, he was right near me, and I said, geez, if the siren goes here, he could get put off. And I dead set reckon that's what happened. I'll speak to him and I'll find out later. I've played enough amateur footy to know that is a great tactic, and use it whenever you can. Luke Shuey, his left foot. I want you to rate this in the competition. Get your West Coast scarf off and tell me where his opposite foot rates. We saw the pass against Melbourne, on the run, almost full tilt, and would have hit JK out if it stuck. Where does it rate? I think Sam Mitchell is definitely number 1. I actually don't know whether Sam Mitchell's a left or right footer. I think that is testament to how good he is. Luke Shuey's definitely on the podium though. If you're wondering, you're going to ask, okay, I'll answer. All time, Jason Ackermanis, definitely. Nice work. I want to touch on a couple of comments that may have been missed. This contest from Josh Hill that you spoke about earlier, one of the most important contests of the day. There were 2 Magpies swooping in their forward 50. This is every chance Swan's going to keep this up. Goal advantage Collingwood. Gutsy effort. I think this is where the injury has come down, but what a play. Will be highlighted throughout the week, no doubt. Exactly, and the thing is, people, when they talk about Hilly, they go, oh, he's electric guy, he's exciting, he does this, flashy stuff, but the hard work that these forwards, and in this case Hilly, are doing that people don't notice when they run and people don't see, they run to create space, that sort of thing. It's the little 1%ers like this that make up good football teams. Soccer Goal wasn't nominated for Goal of the Week. You surprised about that? Really? Yeah, didn't make it. Seriously? Yep, did not get a look in. Thought JK did his knee in this clip. Wow. He's scaring us. It's time for the roast of the round. We've got one nomination and one winner. That's 2 nominations if you're keeping score at home. We're going to lock in Elliot Yeo for his shot on goal. That's a shocker. That's spinning every which way.
Stephen Kernahan would have been proud of that one.
We're going to go for the roast of the round. We're going to give it to the field umpire. We could get banned for this. No more review if we, name and shame umpires.
But we're not afraid to do things like that.
No, we take the step up. But what about when Jared Witts reported for tripping? Needed to go just check what Matt Prittis' number was on the back. Reckon you might know that from last year, wouldn't you?
I reckon last year a few times they would have gone, oh, Matt Prittis. I don't reckon they ran into the change rooms after the game and said, and you just turn around for me.
See, that number 11
number
was
11.
Good.
Back
Yeah.
upstairs, number 11, boys. Write it down, 3 votes.
It's remembering one number and just doubling it. So not too hard. Thanks for watching this week. If you've got a roast, why don't you hashtag in the roast and come up with something better than that, because that wasn't the best from us. Cheers.